Guys, there's so many relationships that are absolutely addictive, like just crazy. And you just want it to work out, or you hope it's going to work out, or you hope the next one's going to be the one. And so many relationships can absolutely drive you crazy. But a lot of relationships are actually addictive. And so in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between addictive relationships and an epic relationship. An epic relationship is essentially when you have a lot of calm, peace, and predictability in your life and you are really able to surrender and trust that person, not only for what they do consistently, but basically based on their character. So you're not just looking at what they're doing, you're looking at what they're doing without your input. Like their character is genuinely this person. And then a person who is not that character, you're constantly having to remind and nudge and hope and inspire and just really mold and pray. But if you're trying to pray over your relationship too much, meaning like that person just isn't right or okay, it might not be the right one for you. Addictive relationships do not have sobriety, spirituality, and safety in the ways that they need to have. See, sobriety is basically when the person's sober. They're not addicted to pornography, to cigarettes, to pot, to alcohol, to working all the time. They actually know how to go towards themselves and believe that they're okay. They have high self-esteem. And so they don't run to drugs to make themselves okay or to get out of reality enough to make themselves worth livable. It's a really hard one because addictive relationships are so rampant. But if you're not in a relationship or if you're looking for that next one, you really want to make sure that they're sober. Another big component is safety. You really want to make sure this person is safe, emotionally safe, physically safe, spiritually safe, that you are totally able to trust who they are and where they go and when they're coming home and their moral character, that you can relax in the relationship and really trust them. So you really want to have emotional safety. They don't criticize you, they hold space for your feelings. They don't tell you that you're needy or call you names. You actually have true safety in your relationship. The third part of another amazing component of an epic love is that you have spirituality, sobriety, and safety. So we talked about the sobriety, we talked about the safety, and now there's the spirituality. They believe in God. They actually don't think that they're in control of the whole world, and they have optimism and they have faith and they have an ability to be positive and focus on something bigger than themselves to create good in the world. Because there's going to be so many challenges in life. But somebody who's spiritual knows that they're not in control and that they don't have to try to numb all of their pain when it comes up. They can just pray to God or have faith it's going to work out or believe in a good world. And when you tap into that higher power, which is basically essentially how the 12-step program works all around the world, you're not trying to control everything or everyone, and you're not so angry. So people who have anger issues, control issues, addictions, they really don't have a healthy enough relationship with their spirituality, with their spiritual component in God. And so for an epic relationship, you need to have that safety, that spirituality, and sobriety. Addictive relationships are basically like gambling. It's like this intermittent positive reinforcement that goes in your brain, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't win, but I won. And then I didn't win, but I won. And then you didn't win, but I know I'm going to win. And as long as you think you're like, oh, I just know it's going to happen again. Like, I know he's going to change. I know it's going to win. I'm just going to give it time. Right? And then somehow you're like shit-faced, exhausted, drunk, or not sure where all your money went, right? Where did all your energy go? It's because you were hoping in a way that was a little bit delusional. So for you, you really want to hope not for other people to change, but for yourself to change. You really want to be in an epic relationship with yourself where you start getting honest about what you're settling for or what you're just too scared to leave. Because the truth is, you don't need to stay in relationships that aren't right for you. And so many relationships are close, but not really the best. So the next time you're going into a date or into a relationship, ask yourself, like, is this person sober? Is this person safe? How does this person make me feel? Do I see spirituality in them? Do they create like a really exciting high in me? Am I hoping it's going to work out? That I'm already like super high and then low because he hasn't reached out yet. Focus on just seeing how you're feeling in the areas of sobriety, spirituality, and safety so that you can start assessing where you're at and seeing if your relationships are addictive or epic. And if you need help understanding this on a deeper level or how this plays out on dates, send me a DM. I'm happy to give you options of how to go into a deep dive with this a little bit further. So, hey guys, I'm Chaya Garcia, relationship expert. And for the past 20 years, I have worked on my understanding and expertise of relationships. And now I'm happily married after dating lots of addicts. So I can assure you that this information really works. I've helped hundreds of women transform their life as well and attract their right relationships. So I hope this video was good for you. If you liked it, please subscribe so I can do more to help relationships grow and be healthy and peaceful. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you soon.